Let's get it. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's lights, cameras, action. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime. You can get this work. It's showtime. No more lip service. It's time to make it happen. Gun club, goodie, pimpin' them head to tail captain. Papi got it slapping like a wild beast savage. This ain't black magic, boy. I get it from my daddy. Big dog status, beware of the owner. Independent major, boy. I do what I wanna.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This 216 DJ Papi, and we got the legendary Khujo Goodie.
Yo, what's up, man? Dirty South, what's H and check game, bro, team. I got my kinfolk on deck right now, man. I got Big X, goddamn my kinfolk DJ Funky from the Coalition DJs.
What's Station?
They on deck today, man. We're gonna be talking some real shit today, man, with my kinfolk, man. How y'all doing, man?
Blessed to be here, man.
No, dead serious.
Working.
Yeah, I see y'all been moving
man.
I see y'all been moving all day, man. So let's go and jump into this, man. So got a question for y'all. So I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I've heard of y'all, but didn't know quite what it was, exactly what it was. And me growing up in Cleveland, some of the DJs was like, man, don't join the DJ things up there back at home, not here.
You're right.
So, man, if you can, man, just let the people know, because my Cleveland people watching it, man, let them know exactly what the Coalition DJs is.
Okay, appreciate you, Papi, man. You know what I'm saying? The Coalition DJs started in 2008 with 4 members, you know what I'm saying? DJ X had a vision, man, by putting, you know, some DJs that was already doing their thing in the club together. You know what I'm saying? Let's unionize this, you know, because they had the Super Friends at the time.
Yeah,
I was doing the Legion of Doom, you know what I'm saying? We was trying it.
I heard of it, too.
But we wasn't taking it to the record pool. We wasn't doing the artist development. We wasn't doing the stuff that we're doing now with the DJs. You know what I'm saying? So X wanted to structure it, man. And so one day, I'm gonna let him tell that part. One day he said, man, give me 6 weeks, Funky. I need 6 weeks. I said, and let me try to do something with y'all and see what I can get from it. And
I just, you know, they was already doing their thing. Nando was already the man in the club.
Heard of him too.
X-Ray was already killing it at body tapping, pinups. He was doing his thing, and Funky had moved from Jazzy T's to Strokes and I seen him take a crowd from one club to another one. At the time, I was over there working with Dallas. And I was working more on the administrative side. And I started to see like how records was really moving, like what a label was really doing to push a record.
Right.
And once I learned that system, I kind of like I ain't want to do that kind of business no more. I said, let me go get with my brothers, because I started saying, okay, the DJs are really who move this music. So I started going and relying on my brothers. I went to Funky. I told Funky, give me 6 weeks, man. I said, if this don't work in 6 weeks, y'all can go and do whatever y'all want to do. I probably never ask you again about DJing. We had a couple clients come in. You remember Young Capone, Rah, Nick Love was like one of our first customers, one of the first clients.
Right.
They was one of our first clients, and that relationship from us meeting Rah during that time connected us to Nick Love. And once Nick Love came into the fold, he kind of brought that administrative side of what was missing to the fold of what we was doing, and that's what created Coalition. We just started looking at things a lot different from a business side.
True, man. True that.
So at the beginning, when you saying bringing them to,
watch black,
playing it.
it's real glass.
it's real glass. So when you were saying like bring them together, what was you doing with them? Like were y'all like what was you doing when you said bring them together?
Well, when we came together, everybody was kind of doing their own thing. Funky was making money, pushing records. Nando was making money doing his
pushing
thing.
the records.
X-Rated was doing his thing. So I just said, let's come together as a conglomerate and create. That's what created Coalition. Us all coming together and agreeing that, okay, instead of us all taking a separate pot, we're going to put it all in one pot and split it up. And that's what kind of built it. You know what I mean? Like when we first started charging, we knew people would come in the club and spend money on their record. But we didn't know they would actually come and spend the type of money we was asking for a period of time. Like we went from you being able to play your record one night to, hey man, listen, we got a program, you can play your record.
A whole campaign, right?
4 weeks.
You know,
that's dope. I didn't know
weeks,
that.
8
Okay.
weeks.
I was at one club, X-Ray was at one club, Nando was at one club, X was at one club, so it's like, how can we get this music played at the same time? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Coalition DJs was trying to.
That was the one thing I noticed. I just noticed like everybody that came in, they didn't care if their record was played after they left.
True. Yeah,
they wanted their record played right there. Yeah, so it didn't matter if I played it next week. They just knew at that moment, I got $100 for you to play it. Right. So when I went home that night, I called Funky immediately that same night because I went in. Nando did this night called Bitch Slap. And
Bitch Slap contest with the people.
Well, you know what?
It was they really slapped me.
It was called Bitch Slap. He was
Atlanta, boy.
He didn't host it.
Oh yeah, he did tell me about
Damn,
that.
that's right.
Yeah, he did tell me about that.
So he was hosting. He said, "Well, why hosted you DJ for me?"
Yeah.
So while I was DJing, all these people started coming up to the DJ booth, just handing me $100, going, "Play my record while he hosting the show."
Oh
and
wow.
Nando would be going, "Hold up, wait, I come back there."
Yeah.
And from me seeing that, I said, "Damn, if they just throwing money like this and they just want to play one night, what if I go home and come up with a system that'll work where they can get their record played on a continuous basis?"
Right.
And that's what built it. I mean, that's what. Okay, if you're an artist out here, you pushing a record. When you want to get your record played,
Hell
4
yeah.
weeks in a row,
Hell yeah.
guaranteed and knew that the people that you gave your money to was gonna play your record.
Yeah,
that's how we built the Cash Outs, the Futures, the Migos. We really had a system that was in place, and we also, I mean, Funky probably could tell you we had a monitoring system as well. We was able to monitor the DJs at the same time.
So you kind of brought a little structure. To the whole thing,
organize it.
Organization to it, huh?
Yeah, we just started looking at DJing as a business as opposed to looking at it more. So I think a lot of DJs look at it as a hobby or a hustle. We look at it really as a business.
True that.
The same way you would have a storefront.
It's
our storefront.
But that's what it is. The good thing about us playing the record at the strip club, and you know what I'm saying, everybody coming through the strip club from, you know, the Goodie Mile, whoever, they had records as well. So you know what I'm saying. The program director might come in one night, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, what is this? Goodie Mile record, you know what I'm saying? Then I might put it on the mixtape or whatever. Then they want it on the fucking radio the next damn day. You know what I'm saying? It'd be that easy sometimes.
Damn.
So was it just strip clubs
in here? So he wants that record.
Just strip clubs, or
and you might have just brought it straight. You might have just brought it from the studio. It might like racks on rack was straight from the studio.
True that.
So it was like them testing it then, huh?
Yeah.
Then the right person here.
Yeah.
If it's mixed or not, they want that motherfucker. Go do what you got to do to get it right. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you good. Shit, when you're going. I was just is it just strip clubs that y'all was playing it at, or
in the beginning it was mainly
after hours,
strip clubs, mixtapes, anything we could do to get that record out there. We was doing it, but as we grew out of like the whole stigma of the strip clubs. We started doing clubs, lounges, major events. We just wanted to get away from. Every time somebody mentioned our name, they would say strip club DJ. And to a lot of people, it may not have bothered them, but it bothered the hell out of me. Because I hated being, even now, I still hate being stuck in a box.
We wanted to get different jobs. We wanted to do the out of town gig. That's what made us get the different chapters. You know what I'm saying? We can't get this gig in Houston. Okay, we build our own shit to get this shit in Houston. I love X, cause they like, man, you ain't gonna be able to do Detroit. Yeah, I ain't finna do this in Detroit. How long we been doing Detroit?
Over 10 years.
Wow.
But that was the main challenge we had. Like most of the time when we would go into these cities, the first thing they would go is, they'd never do that. That'd never work.
What?
We had never,
Chicago.
That ain't how this city worked. We go there and we say, I get a chapter head, I get somebody to run it. I said, hey man, go out and find 6 to 8 DJs.
Okay.
After you get them 6 to 8 DJs, then we'll develop a New Music Monday. We'll start developing situations where we start bringing that talent to the table. You get what I'm saying? And that's when you look at Detroit. I remember when we first went to Detroit. Every time we went to Detroit, they would always say, man, this ain't gonna work unless y'all bring them Atlanta artists up here. And I would always go, no,
you gotta get your own people.
You gotta get your backyard people. You got to use the people in your backyard. Because that's what we do. Like, when you look at our anniversary, most of the people that's on the anniversary is people that's been in our backyard. People we really deal with on a regular basis. We didn't put people from out of town on. We put the people that was right up under us the whole time.
See, hold on.
Being an artist, you know the chilling circuit he talking about.
Yeah. No, good. No, so with that, man, all right. So when you saying that, us in the Midwest, Atlanta fucking popping. We want to see y'all, the future. We want to see them in our spot. Yeah. So I get why them dudes is probably like, man, it'll work, but
bring them with you.
You gotta bring somebody up here, man.
And they didn't believe it. Like when I remember when they brought T Grizzly to the table. I remember when they had the Days Loaf record.
Yeah,
like Days Loaf was like the kickoff for Detroit.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I'm saying? I remember.
I like her
and
too.
Then T Grizzly came.
Vezo.
Then you had Vezo. Then you had. All these other characters that came behind it. But I really feel like, if we didn't play a part of that movement, we played a part of it indirectly by even having a chapter there.
Right.
Going, hey, man, listen, this is how y'all should be rocking these records in the club. You should be supporting the people in your own backyard.
Wow. Shout out to Nephew Texas boy. Too.
Man, you gotta, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all gotta get that shit going on in Ohio, man.
Well,
it's chapters up there, but
let me say
let
this.
him explain why we won't touch it. We could have been did it. Shout out to Pesh for live mixtapes and everybody that's down there.
We know a lot of people in Ohio. One thing I have a lot of respect, and I a lot of respect for DJ Johnny O.
Johnny O,
who run Nerve DJ.
I know Johnny O.
One thing I have an alliance with
Shout out to Johnny
DJ Johnny O, Nerve DJs, Classic over at Fleet DJs, DigiWax, Love My Plug DJs, Rock the Block DJs. All of us have an alliance where we all working in unison together.
True that.
So we don't cross lines.
Okay.
What we do is, if a DJ want to be a part of Coalition and he's part of Fleet DJs, he can't leave Fleet DJs until he's either kicked out or he took himself out of that situation for more than a year or two.
Okay.
Because the whole thing is
a conflict of interest.
You can't jump ships.
If you jump from that ship, you don't jump from this.
Yeah.
It's football, NBA, it's all the same rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teamwork. Make the dream work, man. That's all I think. Same with your group, being in the group.
Right.
It's like when you pick a team. It's like for me, it's
certain
like,
shit you can't do, man.
Right.
You just can't do it.
If you pick a team and you're supposed to be on that team, you should see that all the way out until to get to a point where if it's not working, then you see your way to another situation. But to just leave because somebody else is hot,
that ain't no loyalty.
That's part of the problem what's going on in rap right now. Nobody's loyal to shit.
Yeah.
Nigga loyal to a chick. That's really about it.
That's right.
See, man, when they was trying to get me to one of my heroes of DJing in Cleveland, Scratchmaster L.
Hey.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to say it was just him, but they was like, man, don't join this group. Like you bad boy by yourself. But I should be like,
that works too though.
But I still used to be like, damn, man. But I mean, I was holding it down, and I even was testing myself, moving and going to different areas where I wasn't from, holding it down. Fire marshals shutting it down. I went to Columbus, Ohio, did it by myself there. Started DJing for. Now the artists started coming to Columbus, Ohio. Once they knew out, they like, wait, DJ Papi from Cleveland, he down here. Mike Jones hit me up, Project Pat DJing for them down there. Now, what I was trying to do in Columbus was kind of bring that together and bridge the gap with Cleveland and Columbus. But when they was explaining the DJ groups, they didn't. What you got right there, that's what I like right there, man.
Well, we move like a family. Like I will say, and I don't like to say this. Funky don't like me to say this. We move like a family. We help the DJs, we empower the DJs, a part of our crew. If we got DJs in the crew that's maybe going through some financial troubles or whatever, we ain't gonna say we gonna bail them out every time.
Yeah.
If they got rent that's got to be due, or they got child support that need to be paid, we'll come together as a team.
So I know it's real. He's a child support.
That type of shit, bro. So as a team, we'll pull together. We'll all get in a room and go, hey man, listen. let's all pitch in and help this person out. Now we may not be able to pay the full bill.
Yeah.
But we definitely
man, that
came
thought
together as an organization and put something on it. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
man, that thought
you
you
don't hear
even
that
just
type
saying
shit.
that is big though, man. But
And it's proven. This ain't something we talking about. This something we do.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Facts.
man, shout out to y'all for that, man. So, question though, what a DJ have to do to be a part of Coalition DJs?
We've been doing a lot of lately, man. You could just really approach us or one of us, bring a DJ in. But now what we realize in the growth of our success, you know what I'm saying? We figured we can't just let anybody in. So we do auditions now.
Okay.
So we do the DJ battles, we do sometimes we do the probation period where they come to New Music Monday and just observe and see how we move and just get a feel of how we do it. And if they can't get to the New Music Monday on time or can't come to the events and do all the shit that we had to do to get where we at, what I'm saying? Because they think it's microwave success. It ain't. It's, sometimes you gotta put in the work. That's all.
And then a lot of people think it's like a hangout. It's not a hangout.
Yeah.
Like I told you, it's a business. So I only ask the guys to, we don't ask the guys to do a lot, but we do ask them to show up every Monday.
Right.
That's one of the main mandatory things you have to do as far as a coalition DJ is make sure that you be able to show up on Monday.
Because it's about the artist.
And you're a working DJ. You have to be a working DJ. You know what I'm saying? When I say a working DJ, I don't mean at home.
Yeah.
Working.
You
gotta really be out here in the streets.
Yeah, Khujo got to be able to pull up on you.
Yeah.
Like if Khujo say, man, I got a hot record X, I want you to break it and I want you to play it. If I got 20 DJs that just DJ at the house and make mixtapes,
you gonna say where they at, Funky?
That ain't beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you alluded to that, man, because I really want to know, you know what I'm saying, how long y'all been doing the New Music Monday, and what made y'all want to have it where y'all got it at now, like at Stank On, and just like, that shit is monumental. Like y'all been doing that shit strong.
Shout out to Big Boy, man.
Shout out to Big Boy. Shout out to Dungeon family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody that accepted us there. You know what I'm saying? End up being family. You know what I mean? But we started in different places. We started across the street from his house.
Okay.
And then at the little restaurant. Sports bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Later on, we started doing Edgewood. I think started doing stuff at the restaurant over there with Nick Love. Then we Metropolitan. From there to the studio over off of
Midget Street, Crossfade, who's over there, Whitehall.
Okay. Whitehall. You remember that one with Blue Studios.
Blue, and then we left there.
Patchwork.
Went to Patchwork.
I didn't know y'all was at Patchwork.
Yeah, we did with Kurt for a little while.
Okay.
I love Kurt.
Shout out to Kurt, man, for sure.
Yeah, and then Kurt, we had some differences with Kurt.
Okay.
And we didn't know what we was gonna do. And the crazy part about it, one night I was in the club with Henry Welch and Big Boy. And now, mind you, I had already asked Big Boy a couple times could I do it. So he already. Nope.
For real?
Shout out to goddamn
tell you
no. Yeah, he told me no. And then I caught him one night, and I was persistent because I knew.
I didn't know you told.
I knew Kurt was about to kick us out of Patchwork, so I had to find us somewhere to put New Music Monday.
Yeah.
Right. And I ain't gonna say he was drinking because he wasn't drinking because he had just got in the club.
Fact.
But when he came in, mind you, I'm in the club DJing.
Yeah.
But I know what the objective is.
What club y'all was at?
They had them joints in that.
We was at T's.
Okay.
We was at T's.
And
We
that
was a
little
little
wallet.
now.
Yeah.
It's a little now. So I supposed to been DJing, but I knew. I said I gotta have a place to do New Music Monday before Monday.
Yeah.
This was a Saturday night.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So I'm on top of him the whole time. Man, I need this place, man. You know how big he is in the club.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nigga, but I'm here having a good time right now.
I want to hear that shit right now.
So I went back and started DJing. They serving them drinks. I went back over there, and I guess by this time, he really was like some leave me the fuck alone type
Big boy.
So he said, yeah. And when he said, yeah, that's all I wanted was for him to say was, yeah. And once he said, yeah, I called him the next day.
Yeah.
I called him that Monday. He said, yeah, we can do it. How you gonna do it? And from there, man, we've been rocking and rolling. I remember when I first went in there, and I tell this story all the time, we didn't know what we was gonna do because we never been in a place that was so
nice
big. You know what I'm saying? And nice. You know what I'm saying? She had a full stage, full sound. We never had no shit like that. We always been dealing in a studio.
Okay.
So everything was a studio
Oh
setting.
shit, I know that was just tight, Dan.
But when we went in there, we went in there, we was doing it like
10 chairs. We just sitting around
we would sit
in a circle.
We would sit because we didn't know like we could activate the stage and all that. So we was actually just playing the music, listening to it. To one day, Father said, "Man, the stage over, man. Let the niggas go up on the stage and perform."
Fast, true that.
And after that, man, we've been rocking and rolling ever since.
So not just not just put them on stage.
Is it true that the speakers in there now because of y'all?
Hold on, I was getting to that.
Okay.
So not just.
Not just the speakers.
Hold on, not that we just put a guy on stage, because first we were just playing the music from like a phone or something, right? You on class?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure it was on mute.
So oh shit. Basically, man, we took it from a nigga just getting on stage to a real production. We got 2 hosts. We got the DJ back there. You know what I'm saying? The backdrop, and then so this ended up being good for a couple years. So hey, now we got sponsors. So Backwoods come in. You know what I'm saying? Me and a couple guys brought Backwoods in. X got the relationship with them, and guess what?
What was that?
Tell them what they did. Tell them what Backwoods did to Stank On It, because you remember how Stank On It used to look.
Yeah, I do.
So
I do.
I want him to tell the story because he the one.
When we used to be in there, right, and I used to always go in the room with Big Boy. I said, "Big Boy, man, we need to do the flow in here. We need to redo the flow."
Yeah.
And he would always be like, "Boy, that gonna cost money." That gonna cost money. And I'd be like, "Okay, well, shit." And the whole time I'm going like, I got this relationship with Backwoods, and then they about to start doing some things, and I talked Ryan. I mean, I don't know what their plans was. But when they brought it up, I said, man, you know, we could do this in here. We could change this. We could do that. And then from there, they was fully with it. I said, I'll get y'all on the phone with Big Boy. And if Big Boy with y'all coming in and doing whatever, they did it. So whatever they worked out with Big Boy let them come in, put a spaceship, redid the wall.
Oh, so they did that artwork in there?
We got that.
We got the speakers put in.
It went from him saying, no, we can't be in there to
upgrading
this. That's
shit.
why I wanted to bring that up, man.
That one thing about
We
Big
brought
Boy,
value to the room.
you bring that vision to him, and it makes sense. He gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, man.
He gonna fuck with it.
Listen, bro, out of all the places we've been, and I like everybody we've dealt with, from Blue to Kurt to Metropolitan Lane. Big Boy has been our number one supporter. Like, I have to say that.
He even came out performing a couple times.
You know, you think how big Big Boy is.
Right.
He's actually came in and got on the stage and debuted his single. Gave us his singles to work. So everything
He
that
came out and said this shit like Charles Disco.
But listen, everything we could possibly want from Big Boy, he gave it to us, man. And it's been an honor to work with him. And I ain't just saying that just to be on some cool shit. Like really, bro, been a blessing. And words can't even describe how much of a blessing he's been to us, because we've been at Stank On Ya now. I know about, I want to say 6, 7, 8 years.
Damn, oh wow,
damn, yeah, it's been a while.
How long you said?
6, 7, 8 years. We've been there for a minute. We've been there since we left Patchwork, and that was before the pandemic. So you know what I mean? Because remember, we was still moving and grooving at Stank On Ya during the pandemic.
Somehow, man, I caught it living in Ohio. Something came down my feed, and I was like, damn, what is this? I'm like, what are these things at? Outcast Studio? And I'm just looking. And so, man, I was watching it for at least about a year, and then I moved down here. I ain't even unpacked the truck the second day, man. I found out where the address was at, came here, and it's a lot of history before that, before I actually got to the bag. And I was just like, oh,
what'd you think when you first came and saw the new music?
So, as a DJ and a producer who loves music, I was like, this is dope. People have somewhere to go showcase their talent and get real feedback. Like, I sat in there the whole, I think I closed out with y'all. I was like, damn, they actually giving real feedback. And it was some real shit, y'all. Not no bullshit.
Ain't no holding back either,
you have somebody in the crowd, I forget dude's name, man.
I mean, because Double D, but see,
probably.
these the niggas that really be in the club.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get niggas that actually be in the club.
Yeah.
Probably ain't gonna go, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be in the motherfuckers 5, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So the niggas that people don't come bring their plaques to or come, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted to make them the niggas to get plaques.
Yeah.
And we did it. We got Future to come bring them plaques. We had Jeezy. We had different people to come bring them plaques.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Beat King, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss nobody. 2 Chainz, K-Camp, you know what I'm saying? I got a wall full of plaques. But, you know, that's for the DJs, though. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
dope,
so
man.
That's what y'all did for the culture, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel good about. Making them
shit, y'all
get on a
deserve
level as a you know, guy on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Say your name, you know what I'm saying? You on the same level with them. You put in records before them.
And
shit,
and man,
it's just as fucking valuable.
Man, as a DJ, man, that shit feel good for me that y'all receiving that love back, because you know a lot of DJs could tell y'all we'll go ahead and support some artists and they don't even come back say what up to us.
So we give them an opportunity and a place to come back.
Exactly.
But not just for Funky, not for X. We're doing it for the culture of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, man, like for us as a DJ crew, especially for me, I always think about the little guy.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of times, and I'm not knocking radio DJs.
Right.
I rock with a lot of
radio DJs too. I'm just saying.
But a lot of the mix show DJs that's on radio, a lot of the stuff that the industry would do would be catered toward the mix show DJ. So the mix show DJ would get the new Nikes, they would get the iPod, the new J's, they would get all that. While the guys that really was working and really the ones that was playing these records every night in the club, they was getting nothing. So I personally, myself and Funky, went out and started fighting so that when you start seeing these guys getting plaques and that kind of shit, we was the ones that was on the front line with these labels and these radio people and these folks going, hey man, listen, y'all gotta start giving the people who deserve a plaque.
Thank you, man.
You get what I'm saying?
Hard, man.
We bring it in. Once we get it hot, y'all gonna take the credit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
And see, as a DJ who not in a circle like that, I will say, man, some of the artists do show me love. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to post it. I know it. You know what I'm saying? They'll call, man, where you at, man? I know you real reserved, man, but I gotta give your flowers, man. You was one of the first to help do that. But that's super dope, man, and it make me feel good for the other DJs who don't be getting that recognition, and we every week playing that same shit. You know what I'm saying?
But we be on our DJs. You know what I'm saying about being a better DJ as well. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why. This is how they look at you. So we try to make them do different shit.
I'm very big on professionalism. You know, I think a lot of times as DJs, we get real lax and real comfortable in what we do. We don't really
get something to do.
You got to think, all of us. A lot of times people don't know the DJ ego is sometimes bigger than the artist.
Oh, it can fucking be.
Like people be thinking like the artist is be on some shit. Like get a DJ who
be feeling himself, get a couple bags on the side.
He bigger than you. He bigger than you. You know what I mean? So we try to tone that down a little bit.
Try not to get caught up.
And try not to get caught up in that, because you know it's real easy for us to go, man, we did this, we did that, you know, and stick our chest out. But we know everything in this business, and I've been around it for a long time, and Khujo can attest to that. All of that shit is short-lived if you don't really know how to handle yourself. You know, just think about, we've been in this business since the 90s. Just think about how many people we've seen come and go.
You
get what I'm saying?
True that.
And you know, the life cycle of an artist right now, especially in the streaming era, even at its best, is 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that's a long time nowadays.
But that's if he's had more than one record. Like if an artist get more than 2 hot singles, he can have a 3 to 5 year career. If he got one single, that shit is over within a year or two. He gonna get that good run with that record. By the time it fade out, that will be within a year's time, and he's fighting again to do that whole cycle over again.
Shit, that leads to my question, man, about you think the format is gonna change? I mean, the streaming it's been around for, it's still, that streaming shit's still kind of young, right?
Well, I think the streaming, it ain't going nowhere. I think they locked in until we, as artists, producers, DJs, and that demand a change. I think that's the only way it's gonna change. I think when you look at the pay rate of what's coming out of those streaming platforms and the algorithms and how hard it is for an independent artist to even get noticed,
bro,
it is gonna be a big switch. It's gonna be a big change. because they're gonna force independent artists and the people who's really doing that to force their hand to go. We don't want to take this no more. We got to start getting paid.
It's got to be a together type shit. Because if one person just saying that shit, they don't give a fuck about that. If you get everybody, damn near everybody in this industry like Snoop and be like, yo man, we ain't taking this shit no more. Either y'all gonna do something different with the pay scale, we snatching all that shit offline right now.
I mean, I think one of the biggest things that's coming back in the business right now is the DTC, which is direct to consumer.
True that.
And that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
The great thing about going direct to consumer is for independent artists, and I say this all the time, you're gonna make more money selling your product at an event than you're gonna make on Spotify.
Right.
And it's sad to say that because a lot of artists not gonna do 400,000 or 500,000 streams, a million streams.
Shit, no.
You get what I'm saying?
And that don't pay a lot.
But if I'm at the Coalition, like if I was an artist right now and I'm at the Coalition DJ's anniversary, right?
Yeah.
I'm out there with a QR code. Buy my record for $1. I'm gonna sell at least 100 records, if nothing else.
I said
because
that, bro.
I'm gonna make $100. You know how long it's gonna take you to get $100 from Spotify?
Man.
And that shit, if you ain't even doing over 1,000,
you ain't getting no money now.
Nothing.
Right.
Man, God, dog. No, you good.
Eric Sermon, I've been talking to Eric Sermon lately. Shout out to EP.
Shout out to Eric Sermon.
And he's
good dude.
He's telling me something different about the streaming. I can't wait till you get to Atlanta this weekend. He's gonna be with the DJs.
Man, we gotta connect.
I think you should put him down on your Power Summit on the panel.
Yeah.
Because he was explaining about how he can make money from the shit.
Well, he's got a record with The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just imagine what that.
So just imagine what that.
So just imagine what that publishing looked like. And I'm happy he said that because it'll go back to what I've been saying, so you kind of understand.
Yeah.
The algorithm in that streaming system works for the corporate structure. If you sign to a Universal, you sign to an Interscope, you sign to a Def Jam, you sign to Arista, any of those big labels, it's gonna work for you because you know why? They have the budget and those businesses are in partnership with the DSPs.
Yeah, right.
So every record that come out through those entities are gonna go straight to every playlist. Now when Khujo put out a record, because Khujo ain't on that, he's not in that system. Khujo got to figure out now, how do I as an independent get my record on those platforms?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say that's why it's important to know the DJ. It's important to know people in different places and spaces that you can sell and push your music. That's why I'm telling you, direct to consumer right now is the best thing smoking.
Man,
you see what I'm saying? But artists don't want to understand that because you rather give away 99.9% of your record just because you're too lazy to sell it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those platforms are only for the people that don't want to do the work. Because if you really knew what you could get, just think about it right now. If we really went back to selling records out of a truck, Future would be, before he went and got a deal, he would have already been a millionaire.
Man, long time ago.
So we got to see the value in our product first.
Yeah.
You got to see the value in what you're bringing to the table. A lot of times nobody sees the value in it. They think that if you put it up on those platforms, it's going to automatically go. And you don't go see a DJ Funky. You don't come see X. You're going to go to the club no more. You don't do the things that we've seen work. You know what I'm saying?
That's the question I was going to ask you. Is the formats the same for a new artist and a legacy artist? As far as like breaking the record, is that format the same for both of those?
No.
Before you answer that,
I'll let Funky answer that. But
but just to stay on that, let's just talk about the Trinidad James. Did we know he was going to do anything when he first came out?
Nah.
But he made it on the internet, correct? Without the DJs, correct?
Yeah.
That's one perfect example. It depends on the artist.
What about Soulja Boy though?
Soulja Boy made it on the internet too.
No. So he didn't go through the DJs.
Yeah, he did actually. Smurf brought us. Smurf brought it to me and X-Rated first. Him and Hurricane Chris. I never forget. He said in all the interviews all the time. But all we did was play the record. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's about servicing and getting the like he do the email. He big on getting the email blast. If you don't have the record, how are we gonna play it?
Right.
Yeah.
So
if you're not
Smurf was big on taking the DJs around. Gucci too. bringing the artists around to the DJ.
Build a better relationship that way.
Shout out to Darren Davis too, long little Darren Davis.
Man, R.I.P. to Darren Davis, man.
I mean, Talib Shabazz. They used to bring us the records first, no label on it, just play this Goodie Mob. They were breaking y'all shit. They were bringing us.
Fucking was,
Linda Garrett, like you know what I'm saying. They were bringing all y'all music on a CD with no name on it.
She put out my first record. Linda Garrett, the man not the dog.
Man, not the dog. But listen, a lot of artists, man, they just not gonna put that work in, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they not gonna understand the importance of when we always talk about Future, we always talk about Migos, we always talk about all these entities and people that we play a part of. But the one thing that each one of these entities had, they had a team.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about the people that was behind them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So every time we sit on the platform and they go, well, y'all did this. No. Future had a whole team working behind him. Migos had Coach K and P behind him, behind them. You get what I'm saying? When you go back to even Cash Out, he had his mom and Bases Loaded behind him.
Shout out to the Ian Burks. You get what I'm saying? So niggas behind the scene doing the business, you know what I'm saying, the Vince, the lawyers, you know what I'm saying, the Vinny Kamora, everybody behind the scene.
You gotta have those people.
Orlando McGee, you know.
You gotta have those people in place. If you don't have those people in place, then you're gonna miss a lot. You're gonna miss a lot. It's a lot of things that's gonna go right past you. Then you can get the manager who you think everybody is using, and he don't know nothing. You get what I'm saying? So then now you in a double whammy because now your manager don't know nothing, you don't know nothing, and y'all just funneling through the system. So once that record where you going after that? You get what I'm saying? That's why I say having that relationship with DJs and the people that's in the know of what's going on and continuously having that relationship even while your record is going. You know, like even though I don't talk to Coach K as much as I want to, shit, as soon as he had the JT record, it's okay. Hey, bro, I got this JT. You know what I'm saying?
We back on.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a relationship.
Bro. Cause see, we been friends. You feel what I'm saying? So those type of relationships, man, just last, man, down there forever. You feel what I'm saying? And then plus, we got the knowledge of what the hell is going on, and we can pass the knowledge on to everybody else, and it just makes it even more better. Cause who you know, really, that shit really does goddamn help you get somewhere.
That's
it. To me now, believe me later on.
Bro, who you know gonna get you in the door, what you know gonna keep the doors open. You feel what I'm saying? But that definitely that first start of getting that relationship with DJ. Cause man, I remember bro coming to the clubs, man, seeing y'all niggas strokers, seeing y'all boys in the club. I remember X-Man standing up. What was the club downtown I used to come to? Platinum. Yeah, it wasn't downtown. Platinum. Just
Kamal's.
Man, just seeing, man, cause I always had respect for the DJ because it's like, man, when we sleep, man, y'all niggas is wide awake.
Still working.
You feel what I'm saying? Still working. They really trapping that shit out, bro. I'm talking about after hours clubs, bro. I'm talking about 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, still trapping it out, bro.
Think about it like this, and this is the God honest truth, and you may contest to it. And when the trap music was always a force in Atlanta, but when the way we was doing it in the strip club, we made it cool to come to the strip club. We made it cool. We made the strip club like a club to where the promoters took what we was doing in the strip club to the regular clubs. So the problem that you kind of having now in these clubs now is they duplicating the strip club vibe in the regular club.
Cause they have their own vibe.
You see what I'm saying? You notice it now?
Yeah.
See, the club always had its own vibe. You would go there and hear everything. It was like it's like what they call open format now, where you would go to the club and they would play house, they would play reggae, they would play R&B, they would play a little rap. They don't do that no more. They stopped doing it. They brought the strip club vibe to the regular club and wondering what's wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
You see what I'm saying?
No, that's real, cause now shit, niggas ain't even going to the strip club looking at the girls like they used to. They don't nigga want to hear what's new.
So you got to think that sections and bottle service.
You can smoke in the club.
Oh, bro.
Sections and bottle service started in the strip club. They took that from the strip club to the club.
That was something I had on here, man, because ever since I moved down here in 2022, man, that's all I keep hearing is the clubs, the nightlife is dead. And so I was going to ask y'all that, like, why is people saying that it's dead? Like, me as a DJ, it doesn't matter where I go. You're gonna party with me. I can make people dance. You know what I'm saying? Because us as DJs, and especially if you love music, it's so much music you can play. But down here, that's all people kept telling. Like, man, club's dead, bro. I'm like,
the club is dead in my opinion because of the and I don't like to do the promoter versus the DJ shit.
Yeah.
That ain't what I want to create.
Yeah.
But the promoters have to understand that if you're gonna get a DJ that people know and love. Get a DJ you know gonna take a nigga on a musical journey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get a DJ that's gonna cost me $75 and I'm gonna be able to walk away with the whole pot and not pay nobody.
Yeah.
And cause the DJ is only $75. What you think he gonna play? He's only gonna, number one, if he's young, he's only gonna play inside of what he knows.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why every time you go to the club, you hear Tevin Campbell.
Same
you hear
shit.
The same Keith Sweat records. Because
Same
they heard
shit. I tell them all the
somebody,
time.
they heard somebody spin that shit,
Yeah.
and they mimic what they heard.
Yeah.
But if you had a DJ in there who really knew the music, you're gonna go different places.
Study the culture.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I like. Atlanta ain't dead. It's all about the people that you know and where you go party at.
Yep.
You got the Sean Phalins, you got the Applejacks, you got the JCs, you got the DJ Kimmich, you got Popo, you got a lot of different DJs that do a lot of different shit. But if you keep going to the same club, you're gonna get the same experience. Because in Atlanta, it's like, and you know this from being in Atlanta now, it's the copycat syndrome. If somebody sees you doing something successful, guaranteed within the next week or a month, they're gonna be doing it too. That's why when you say the clubs and what's going on with the clubs, it's too much of the same shit everywhere you go. There's nothing. One thing we knew about going downtown, you had a variety of everything. When you went downtown to party, you was going to get the downtown experience. Now you get the same fucking experience you get out on the outskirts. Downtown now.
Damn. Well, let me ask you this, man. So if y'all run into an artist that got a hot song, what can the coalition DJs do for them?
We can play the record. We can support the record. We can get the email blast. We can make sure that other DJs in the other chapters play the record. You know what I'm saying? We can invite them to events. You know what I'm saying? We can actually help you get your career started, man, because we in different markets. You know
Right.
I think shit, it'd be, if I was an artist and I didn't know myself, I would be fucking with my, you know what I'm saying? I'd be trying to get with the coalition.
So I got a question on top of what he just asked you. So let's just say you do that, right? Other than sending those email blasts, and y'all like, man, that dude really got something, man. Like, do y'all follow up with the other DJs to see what it's like, and then get back with the artists? Like, hey, like, you know, with the streams, you can see the locations and everything. Do y'all like, hey man, you popping up here? You might want to go on up to Detroit, do a show or something like that.
That's how we kind of do it. That's kind of like how our network. That's kind of like how our network works. Like we have like we in Houston, so it's like my girl Paradise down there. She put me on this guy, Lil Pat. I don't know if you ever heard of. He had the Genuine the Rodeo song. Remember that rodeo song they just had that went big?
Yeah.
He was a cat out of Houston, Texas. His record was kind of buzzing. I won't take nothing away from 300. 300 was doing their thing. They was working at that radio, but it wasn't really in the clubs and in the street. So when they came in and started messing with us, we put them on a week. We do this tour in the Midwest called the New Music Midwest Tour, where we go from Tulsa, Oklahoma
How long
City.
y'all been doing that?
Maybe like a year and a half.
Okay, it's first time.
But we go Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Wichita, Kansas City, and St. Louis. You do all that in 5 days. So we put him on that tour, but we told him when we sent him out there, he got to make sure that y'all on the business side do what y'all do. We're gonna put him on the stage and put him in front of some DJs. Within the next 3 to 4 weeks, that man was looking at a top 10 record. Now I'm telling you, it was already buzzing that radio. But when when they went and put him out there on the road and he started doing different things like going to the radio stations, meeting the PDs, meeting the MDs, those stations started to add that record.
It got relevant.
You see what I'm saying? And that came because he was just out there working. If you're not out here working, how is anybody gonna know what your record is?
Bro.
Think about this now.
That's right.
Khujo, you told me right now, if I was a guy that didn't know you and I didn't know about the history of Goodie Mob, you put say, I got a record coming out Friday. Tell me, how do I find it?
Right.
As an artist.
Right.
How do I find your record? If I never heard of you, don't know you, I just met you, all you did was told me your name, and then if I don't know how to spell Khujo,
right,
I'm definitely not gonna find it.
That's right. True that.
So that's why I say a lot of artists got to get out here and start marketing and promoting their records. Because number one, you ain't spelling it right. You ain't on none of the playlists.
Right.
So how am I gonna find your record besides searching for it? And what's gonna make me search for your record?
Well, hey man, like me with I got a technical background as well, and so. Me being a Goodie Mob's DJ, and when I'm talking to the other legacy artists, man, I just be shooting shit like, hey man, you got a banging ass track, man. And this what made me do it is because I produced this like I just wanted to try something different some years ago when I had a little injury from hooping, and I was recovering, and I'm in the gym, and I'm like, damn man, I ain't got no music where you can like get amped to. So I was like, let me try something out the box. I produced an EDM track. So yeah. So what I did. Because I'm a DJ, remember when you go to a record store, you see an album cover. If it look dope, you be like, oh, I don't know what to see. Let me try it out. Man, I knew some people, man, had Lambos and Ferraris. I took pictures in front of me with it, threw my little shades on. Man, I had 89,000 streams, right? This is my first time in a long time producing a track, my first time on DSP. So when I went to go look at it, and I'm like, damn, 89,000? I was like, man, that shit was luck. So I tried again. The first one was with a Ferrari. The second one was with a yellow Lamborghini, a Diablo. And I named the song Diablo. I said, let me just see. It's all instrumentals, EDM. So I was like, damn. So when I finally got my BMI shit in my check, I said, man, 89,000. Then the second was 101. That shit ain't shit. I said, now I'm thinking as an ex-hustler, now IT guy, I said, man, what if I sold those songs for 99 cents direct to people? Now I got $99,000. And so now, but I've been said this, and I helped Khujo get a website. I said, hey, y'all already got a fan base. They know y'all. People finding out who I am because I'm coming out a little bit more. But I'm like, y'all got to go direct to consumer, man. Fuck it. Y'all got a fan base already. Like the legacy artists, they already got them. You know what I'm saying? They got their core. So 60,000 here or whatever, or I said sell a song for 99 cents, then sell merch $6,500. They're gonna buy it because they fuck with you, regardless.
Yeah, man. Listen, merchandise and having it and having.
I'll show you seriously.
And having the ability to sell your product.
And I'm gonna teach you how to do it.
That's the best thing.
It's not hard.
If I was an artist, I would be. My focus would be there. My focus would be merchandise and having something that I could sell, right? Opposed to spending, because what you hear from every artist is, "Man, I had to spend this. Man, I had to."
I hear that.
But what have you done to make yourself some money?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
True that.
You got to remember, and I say this to artists every time I do a conference. You got to remember what independent stand for. Independent don't mean free.
True that.
Right.
Independent mean I'm going to do everything that the label does out of my pocket.
Right. That's right, man.
That's what independent music means.
That leads to my question there, man. Like, when not question, that's like a statement. You know, artists come out, man, and they just think that everything is free. You know what I mean?
Free costs too much.
Free costs too much. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, man, you not only gotta have your own fan base. Yeah. But you got to be able to finance your dream. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, everybody out here ain't for the high right now. Niggas will actually help you. Yeah. If you got them, if you at least got something for them to help you with. You know what I mean? So this shit is not free out here, bro. It's definitely got to have some type of.
I'll give you a prime example of what we do with Coalition. Like, over the last 4, maybe 3.5 years, we used to take money for priorities. Like, we used to take a lot of money to push a record.
True that.
When everybody started price gouging and started really abusing the whole artist paying for spins, or paying for this or paying for that, we stopped. That's what a lot of people don't know. We stopped doing. We haven't pushed a record as far as taking money from an artist to push a record. We haven't took no money like that in like 3-4 years. Wow. You get what I'm saying? Just because we wanted to build the integrity back in the artist to show that as DJs, this is what we do. We want to see the music, we want to see what you do, and we want to put eyes and ears on it so we can tell you, hey, if it's even worth you spending money on it. Because a lot of times you spending money on records that ain't going nowhere. That's just the honest truth. You get what I'm saying?
If we take it, it's like we knew the record wasn't gonna do nothing, and we take your money. That ain't fair. So we came to a breaking point where we just help you on the love. We just help you. If it do something, look out for us that time.
Right.
Because what started happening was people started coming in and started wanting this and
then
wanting
you can't
that,
blame us.
And the expectations that people. I can't give you. Like I said earlier, I can't give you what I gave Future because that only worked for Future.
Yeah, right.
I can't give
Future
you
was in the studio every day though. Every fucking day, to this day probably. You know what I'm saying? Working on his craft.
So people want the same repeat success that somebody else had when they don't understand is if you try to get the same repeat service or status that somebody else had, you defeat the purpose of your own story. Now you're not writing your own story.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The whole thing is what did it take for you to make it happen?
True that.
You get what I'm saying? And what we try to do is tell you, man, get your record out there. We don't say we break records no more because people ran that in the ground.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? What we do is we build a foundation for you as an artist.
Yeah.
We give you your starting point. I always say we give you your digital footprint. We give you your digital fingerprint to where before nobody knew you.
Yeah, right.
Now
our fans,
somebody know who you are.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now you got somewhere to grow from opposed to every nigga that we meet say I'm hot. I'm going crazy in my city. Now you can just look that shit up.
Yeah, right.
Why you ain't got 35 followers on Spotify?
Man,
you ain't even got 1,000 people on this.
Shout out chart metrics.
Man, that is. I think that shit is really dope, man. Because like you said, you putting the integrity back into what y'all do. Because nigga, you give me a rack or something, and your song is goddamn is whack as fuck, and it don't go nowhere. You gonna be trying to blame me for this shit.
You mad at me?
Yeah, right.
But now how you handling this shit now? Okay, let me see the record. Let me see what the people say.
Yeah.
Hey, they ain't.
That's what matter.
They ain't fucking with it.
Yeah.
Try again. Try
it's
something
like
else
X say,
again.
man, on New Music Money, man. You get 10 people to come see you, man, and pay $20 to see you. You got a fan base.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Like that's what I do at New Music Money. I tell the artists, you can come perform for free as long as you can get 20 people to pay to come and see you.
Yeah.
So and I say this and I stand behind this. If you can't get 20 people to come and see
you, bro,
you might want to change professions.
Right.
Because this ain't for you. You don't have a fan base yet.
Right.
You need to continue to keep working until you get a fan base. Because this the whole problem that I have with a lot of this entourage shit. If you got an entourage, your entourage is supposed to be support you.
Support, yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Man.
But if everywhere you go, your entourage want to get in for free, that ain't support. That's freeload.
That shit over, but that's freeload, bro.
See, nigga got away from freeload. That's freeload.
We call it leeching.
Leeching, that's another good word for it, goddamn.
So X, in that case, then what do you do? Let's just say an artist moved to Atlanta. It's like big dream city for a lot of people. Somebody come from some hick town and move down here, and they want to perform there, but they can't get to 20 people. How can they showcase their talent down here? They're new.
They always pay now.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, what would be a fee for them to come down here to pay that?
They got to know one of us.
They got to know one of us. You know, one thing we do is, and I'll be honest with you, we just don't do the prices.
Yeah.
We don't do the prices online.
Okay.
Because it's kind of tacky.
Okay, I get.
Because everybody is out here hustling the artists.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to be one of those that make the artist feel like it's a hustle.
Yeah.
I want them to understand that the value of it. But and Khujo, you know this. If you really got something that's valuable, you're gonna go look for it. You're gonna find it. You ain't gotta. I say this online, and I said it before. If the person online is selling to you like a car salesman, run as fast as you can. Cause 9 times out of 10, it's a scam.
Yeah.
A lot of these artists, man, that's performing at New Music Monday, they end up being on the biggest stage of the year that's coming up. On Monday, man, the 17-year anniversary, Coalition DJ's anniversary.
Yeah.
Like last year, a couple of artists was just starting off. That's finna be on this stage. You know what I'm saying? So
every year we have artists that go.
That's a success story.
Damn sure is, bro.
Every year we have artists that hit that stage that have a great year that next year. You know what I'm saying? We can go like last year. You had
don't name no names, man, because you ain't gonna never mention the shit.
Hey, bro.
I seen somebody last year. Now they performing on the big stage.
Yeah,
I'm proud of them.
It's
Bro.
a mix,
And
so
they
many
dope
of
too.
I'm excited by goddamn.
Let's say this.
17 years.
I see Nino Breeze. He a new artist. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
heard
Ross
of him.
boy.
Yeah. I see him on the stage Monday. I want to see him next year.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Big Boogie. That's one of the guys.
Boogie game, and he went crazy after that.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Hey, man,
It's
Big
like
Boogie did.
I look at it like it's a stepping stone for everybody.
Of course,
like
bro.
We try to bring out. We think about it like this. We probably every year we have 40, sometimes 50 artists hit that stage.
Khujo hit that motherfucker.
Hell
one
yeah,
year.
bro.
Him and Gil.
So you know how hard it is. Like we sitting there
Man, he
trying to
Khujo.
get 40
Yeah.
artists on the stage on a Monday within
Everybody
6
got a
hour, 5
name.
6 hour
Everybody-
period.
I be in
got a
there.
name
I be
now.
in there, man. I like coming. Like I say, man. Me, sort of, kind of being new, but you know, I move around with them. I'm still that DJ that want to hear who's coming up before they get big. I'll be telling Joe like, "Hey, man, check this dude out. This nigga nice."
And we don't know who's going to.
See,
We don't know.
all I wanted the artists to do is to get back to work, man. Like
Yeah.
I will say, over the last couple years, I think with just what the artist is seeing going on in the industry,
Yeah.
has really discouraged them. It hasn't encouraged them. It's discouraged them. So what we trying to do is going, man. Listen, I know they say a lot of shit that's gonna happen and going on. We got the only way we can change that is we got to come together and make it work the same way. Khujo, you was here before Atlanta was popping.
Yeah.
You know how we all came together to make it happen. You was at the finish when we was all supporting each other, and we was all. It didn't matter who it was coming out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
We supported it.
Right.
That's what Atlanta has. That's what Atlanta has to get again.
Get back to.
Yeah.
Man,
Gotta get back.
Khujo used to pull up at the house with his sons, man.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
And we used to record.
Yeah.
We did.
And the songs that we recorded, Jermaine Dupri would play them on the radio.
Yeah.
He'd play them on the radio. I'm like, I called Jermaine. Hey, man, what you doing playing these records? I just put this on the mixtape. Khujo probably haven't even heard the final mix. Then Jermaine played it on the radio. I used to call up there, man, hey, look, you're going to be playing my freestyles. You got to give me a position on this radio. Yeah, he did.
And it was
We did.
freestyles.
Yeah,
was playing?
so he ended up letting me be a host on the show.
Oh.
So Def Radio for 5 years.
Damn.
And I was calling everybody from my mixtapes to the radio, and we'll turn them into superstars. Future, Rocco,
Damn.
you name it, man. We was bringing them up to the station, man. And
Yeah, bro.
You see, a lot of people don't
a
even.
lot of
listen.
deals got done. Shout out to Shakira Stewart. You know what I'm saying? I think he signed Rocco on the spot from So Def Radio.
Wow.
But a lot of people don't even know. Like records used to go from like the club to the radio,
Yep.
from the radio to a deal.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
a lot of the artists don't feel like radio plays the important role that it used to.
Yeah.
Because why I don't know. Because most of the artists that's on radio are
Yeah.
the ones that's doing the Rolling Louds,
Yeah.
the big shows. They getting the endorsements.
Yeah.
But from an independent standpoint, it hurts because radio ain't as important no more because you don't get directly in your car and hear radio like you used to. Now you got an option.
Right.
You got your phone.
Right.
Before, when you used to
Satellite
get it,
radio,
you used to get in your car. As soon as you got in your car, it went instantly to V103 or it went
I
instantly to
remember.
1079. Now I gotta get in my car and want to hear Greg Street.
Yeah.
I gotta want to get in my car and know that
Right.
Bankhead is on from 7 to 10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
bro. Yeah.
if we really working as independent artists, these are the things we gotta know. So we gotta know that, okay, dude gonna be on from 7 to 10. I need to get my record to Bankhead. Dude gonna be on from 2 to 6, 2 to 7. Like a lot of people don't even know Greg Street time changed. That's how people out the loop with
Damn.
radio now.
Not 6 o'clock no more.
Greg come on from 2
You
to
didn't know
7.
I didn't know.
He ain't been
How
on.
you know?
I about to
See?
say, I
But
catch
you
him
see what I'm
around
saying?
4.
Yeah,
I thought
See, that's
it
my
was
point.
4
When I
o'clock
get-
because
shit,
I
when
catch
I
him
go
at
down.
4.
When I get in
Maybe
my
on the
car,
3, I
when I
think.
get in my
I
car,
think he come on at
I
like
go
3
to-
to 7 or something
I go
like
to
that.
satellite radio sometime when I get in my whip. But every now and then I switch to the radio. But I hadn't even been listening to even know his spot.
He stayed on to 7 because the 6 o'clock
is famous. He's famous for the 6 o'clock.
2 to 7 now.
He goes. I think it's 3 to 7 or 2 to 7.
Yeah, 3 to 7. Sometimes he'll stay over on. But it's really Bankhead.
Bankhead started from 7 to 10.
So shit done changed up on that.
And so, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you think about radio now, before we knew Ryan Cameron, we knew. What's my man's name? Stewie Rock and E.T. and all these people. You get what I'm saying?
On the radio. Shout out to them.
But now we got 4 major stations in the city of Atlanta, 4 urban stations, right? And I always ask this question: if we got 4 urban stations, you got iHeart, you got Streets, you got V, you got Hot 107. Why no independent artists playing on none of those stations? And this is the biggest market in the country for independents.
Answer that question, people.
It's a change coming, folks. Stay tuned.
Definitely already know that.
You see what I'm saying?
That, yeah, because big checks run that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just what it is.
But as artists, if we're gonna be mad at somebody, we quick to get mad at the DJ in Atlanta. I don't care what happened in Atlanta. The DJ is the first line of fire.
They fucked it up.
Right.
I would.
You don't play my shit.
Going, hey man, listen. We got 4 major outlets in Atlanta.
Yeah, bro.
It should be. We shouldn't be talking about why Atlanta ain't popping no more. We got 4 urban stations in Atlanta.
We're in a bubble.
We only had 2 before when everybody was popping. You only had 107.9 and V103.
Right.
One no streets.
What other station got that?
You get what I'm saying? So why now
what other state got that?
They got a bunch of them. But listen, this is the
New York.
This is a city where we got 4 stations. This is the biggest market for independents. And ain't no independents playing on the radio.
Yeah, some got to give.
We got to start asking.
It's gonna be a change, man. It's coming. Telling y'all what. Stay tuned.
Get mad at each other. The powers that be. Why we not hearing no Atlanta personalities on Atlanta radio?
That's right. Man, you got to goddamn.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. These are the questions we got to start asking instead of pointing the finger at this one. That's one person out of 4 stations.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, bro, you got to goddamn. That's a question there, bro.
Well, check this out, man. So. You guys got the anniversary weekend coming up. I believe you guys gonna be at Strokers Friday night.
We're gonna kick it off with Strokers. Shout out to King Henry Woods, the most feared man in comedy. DJ Walt Chamberlain, DJ Big X. We're gonna hold the music down. Shout out to all the dancers, staff, management over there, man. I've been there like 20 years, so that's my residence.
It's just to be called.
So we're gonna bring all the DJs from all around the country, man, to come out and hang out, man. The first night we ain't really giving the DJ too much work. We want you to come out, hang. You know what goes on at the strip club. So it's really gonna be a party, man, to kick off. And then we gotta get up and go to this spin-off, man, and see what these guys gonna do.
After you recover Friday night, that Saturday morning we going to
Palm
Beach Restaurant on Edgewood, and we're gonna have a DJ spin-off. We want to see who is the best party rocker, not who got the best skills. We don't want to see if you can juggle it like JC. We want to see if you can rock the party.
You play Tevin Campbell, man.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. Tevin Campbell.
So what the DJs got to do to get into that spin?
You can go online. We have a flyer on the page, and you can also go to our Jot form, and you can scan our QR code on the flyer, and you can sign up. It's free to sign up, and we're giving away $500.
Dope.
And we encourage the females to come out. You know
please,
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we don't want all men at these events. They think DJs are all men. We got female DJs too.
We don't want a sausage party.
Yeah.
But listen, bro, the female DJs in Atlanta, I swear, man, are amazing.
Yeah.
True that.
Like we did a female battle, like maybe 2-3 months ago. And man, we found some dope female DJs.
Wow!
Shout out to Sue Young.
Yeah,
shout
I came up in there and seen that too.
Shout out to DJ Face. I mean, man, it was some amazing DJs, female DJs that came through there.
The male, shout out to Warren G. He came and he liked some of the DJs. Some of the DJs got positions with the Coalition DJs now from that battle too.
That's
man.
dope.
So,
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get Papi with us, man. DJ Papi need to come.
Hey man, I threw my hat out there. I might have to show up now.
I don't do that, boy.
Well, hey, when he said that, I was up here like,
I mean, come on, you at Stank only, you goody mod.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen. I like a crowd.
Shout out to Rock a Party. I ain't gonna lie.
Invite.
I like a crowd. That's when I will show off.
Yeah, you need to come.
I like a crowd,
man. See what's going on.
I make time
and
to come.
Then that night, like I said, we're gonna go back to Stank on You. We're gonna have the artist showcase, the A&R room.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring out a bunch of people that like our industry friends. Just come out and watch the talent. Like a lot of times in that room at Stank on You, people get a lot of opportunities that they don't see coming their way.
Yeah. Hey, what time is that? I didn't write that down.
That starts at 8.
Okay, 8 o'clock.
8 to 12. We'll be out there by 12. And you can still go out after that. And then Sunday.
I'm being strokers after that.
Strokers.
And then Sunday, we got the R&B brunch.
Yeah. I said Sea Salt Restaurant.
Sea Salt
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Been to Sea Salt. Great food. Great environment.
Shout out to Warren.
Farmer.
For sure.
It's gonna be amazing, man. Last year we had a great R&B brunch. We had Eric Benet. I know people like Eric Benet, but
it's good R&B. I know he
great
is.
R&B.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
that's good ass music.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's perfect for the vibe.
And the
though.
women came out.
Oh yeah.
You know, Ed's been working with Tyrese, so he might pull up.
I got a
Say
few
that.
people coming out, and that was a great, man. Like a lot of people, I know everybody see Tyrese doing his thing online, but he really is a good dude, though, man. He's a amazing dude. If you once you get to know him personally,
You can't judge niggas.
Hey
like
man,
shit.
I'm gonna send y'all the video I made. So he had a joint with him and Jeezy. Like I said, man, I like to try to be the first on the music. I don't know how I got it. Somebody sent it to me, and I played it on the internet. I did a little clip on my reel. I'm gonna send it to y'all. Yeah.
listen, man, and he's independent.
One of his boys hit me up. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna get with." Yeah, I don't even listen. I'm telling y'all, man, I be getting so much music.
Well, man, we need to have
I don't even know how I
I'm
be
looking
getting
for
it.
music. I'm looking for music.
Oh yeah,
I stay
listen.
looking for the music.
I'm hungry. I still act like this the 90s, and I'm a kid, man. Appreciate it. I need them. Their prescriptions. I need them. Can't see far. But yeah, man. So yep. But man, listen, man. I want to thank y'all for definitely stopping by, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. I never get to really chop it up with y'all because y'all be busy on Mondays. And
it was an honor, man.
Like I said, me coming from Cleveland, Ohio, man, like I love that, man, and I can't wait to send these clips to my folks because they be like, "Hey man, how can I get on there?" I'm like, "Nigga, I don't know." I just go there.
Hey, man.
Now you know what?
Yeah,
So,
and if I recommend somebody, it ain't gonna be no BS.
I'm really proud.
I even pay for them.
I'm proud of my partner though, man.
Yeah, Joe.
You know what I'm saying? Him,
The
Scrappy.
legend.
It's a lot of niggas, man. I never thought they'd be, you know what I'm saying, where they at now. Cause they was some real street nigga, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
He take his shirt off. All that shit you see, he was really like that, man. You know what I'm saying? He's calm and collective, doing his thing.
I used to run into Khujo a lot of time at the club.
I gotta give you flowers.
You gotta change, bro.
It's just like I was telling
Elevate.
Yeah,
I don't want to say
elevate.
change.
You gotta elevate your
you
shit.
still
He's still there.
Like I was telling Khujo, man, when they brought us over here today, and Tia was telling us about. They said we were gonna do Khujo's show, and I was like, "Khujo got a show?"
Yeah, how he organized do all
Because
that?
I see you all the time, and you ain't
sure.
you ain't even mentioned the show.
I'm super proud.
I got it, man. I be having to tell him,
And
hey,
I was
got it.
proud. I
Trust
was
me.
proud of you because I had, like I
Trust
was just
me.
telling you before we got on the air. I said I was just calling Gip, and I told Gip today. I said, Gip, stop giving your money away, man, to do your own show.
Yeah, because
Oh, we getting
everybody
Gippy over here.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Listen, I called him today. We had an hour-long conversation.
Right,
Oh,
right.
Stop
right.
giving your game away and put it on your own show.
Hey,
He gonna goddamn
Gippy,
do it.
Tell him that. Good.
Well, what? Stop
Gippy will
playing.
be here soon, man. I'm trying to get him and Sky, but I got to get
CeeLo
Gip.
too.
Cause
Yeah,
Gip got
yeah.
Gip got some shit. I just seen the one he did with
CeeLo
Lou
too.
Williams.
The underground lounge
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, listen, man, and I say that what's needed in this game right now is people that's gonna get on these mics and tell the truth.
True
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True
And
that.
be unbiased about
Shout out
how
to
they
Gip,
feel.
man.
You
True
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Gip.
I think a lot of times when
True
we
that.
when we get on these platforms, everybody want to be safe. But I like the fact that Gip, he don't really give a fuck who he talking about. He that's how he feel about the situation.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna say.
Yeah.
And that information, just the real information, need to be out here opposed to a lot of this cap shit that's out here online.
Oh, yeah.
That's why when you look at my page, I put a lot of information I think
yeah,
that people
definitely.
need.
I look at it all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I think I could put you. We got enough pages with a bunch of silly shit.
Yeah,
But it ain't
yeah.
enough pages out here that put out information that our community need to know about. You know,
And man, the purpose of this podcast, man, is like I was telling Joe at the beginning. I'm like, man, y'all got so much stuff that y'all need to share with the people who want to come up in this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all been here, and you know, we you know, just bridging the gap too. We have independent young artists on here. You know what I'm saying? Khujo get them good advice, They take it back. They appreciate it. And the one thing we not gonna do is just that we not on the bullshit talk. We talking about music, man. We want to know, and for
music, bro.
and for me, I want to know the origins on how everybody came up down here. Like
Khujo gonna tell the truth. He ain't gonna.
Hell yeah.
See, Khujo was around when it was happening.
Yeah.
What's killing me now is from the Atlanta culture that's different from New York and other places. When our story is told, it's told by people that was never there.
Mm-hmm.
When people like me or Khujo and we looking at these people who's supposed to be Atlanta historians and we going, I didn't see them.
I remember
back
you.
then. I don't remember them. But they telling a real graphic story of what happened, and we're going like, no, that's their story.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True
So
that.
it's good to see you on here now because a lot of the bullshit that will be told can be untold and the truth can be told.
They ain't right
real
about
shit.
Funky. They ain't right about
shit.
X. I know them.
No, I just seen Melly
I know
Mel
T-Mo.
talk on some real shit today. How people talking about how hip hop stars like, yo, you ain't even ask the niggas that was there.
Right.
You niggas weren't even there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't go talk to the goddamn Flash about the shit, Grandmaster Cass about the shit, you ain't go talk to Herc about the shit, you ain't gonna talk to me about the shit, you wasn't even there, so you don't fucking know how this shit started. You don't know. Man,
Like,
so yeah.
JC was on his page and he was talking about the old Atlanta. He was talking about like how Gibb made this clip where he was talking about hip hop started on the east side, and it did. But when the general picture of Atlanta is it started everywhere but Decatur. But it started in Decatur because a lot of the people that moved to Atlanta that was from New York, they moved to the east side. Because you got to think, people from New York had money when they came. So when they came, they bought houses on the east side. So when we talk about the history of Atlanta, we got to stop surpassing Shadi. We got to stop surpassing Raheem the Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Jarvis.
Shit.
He always give them their props.
man.
Yeah.
All these people that was there that was like, I remember
nigga
I was there when
Jarvis.
Shadi, when they came to Cedar Grove High School, and found him doing the Run DMC. We never talk about the Fresh Fest, the impact it had on Atlanta, and how big Jermaine was when the Fresh Fest came to Atlanta. Jermaine was a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of history here, man, that we need to start talking about besides. And I love Outkast, but there's a lot that went on before Outkast.
And see, as a fan who loves music, man, that's why I asked Joe, I asked Lo, Gibb, T-Mo, Ray. I love just learning history, but it has to be from the people who's from here. You know what I'm saying? That even when I go
we like New York now. Our story is just as big as New York. It should be told, but it has to be told
from the people here.
From a Khujo Goodie, from me, a Toon,
Mr. Coop,
the people who really was on the grind during that time. I just hate when people start the timeline here. That's where we starting at. You get what I'm saying? And it's not that those people don't deserve those accolades. It's just that you kind of omit the people who really paved the way for those guys, for those people to be there. That's all.
I want to hear from Raheem
Trap
Green.
Studio.
Please get Raheem on there, man.
Yeah,
you gotta make that happen, Joe. Like I want to hear his story.
Definitely.
So man, listen.
Nabs up here too.
Shout out to T-Mo Goodie too, man.
Nabs on here.
Gotta
Nabs
get
got a lot to say.
Oh yeah, he coming.
Nabs got. Listen, bro. If y'all get anybody up here, I recommend Nabs.
Nabs taught me how to
get off
DJ.
his chest. I know he want to tell his story.
He taught me how to DJ back when that nigga was doing the video with the helmet on, going crazy.
I heard of Nabs in Cleveland.
Yeah, man.
Like
they dropped a
in
new
the
album
'90s.
called T3 too. Y'all go pick that up. T3.
Yeah, he been working hard. I think he doing production now. So
So man, look, man, we about to get on wrap up out of here. DJ Funky, let them know where the people can find you at.
Hey man, DJ Funky, man, you can find me at Strokers, man, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, man. You can catch me on the radio every Monday from 9 to 11, man, on the Underground Hype Radio Show, 103.7 The Beat.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? You can catch me at New Music Monday every Monday, man, with my boy DJ Big X.
Already.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I can say all that, but listen, you can find me at New Music Monday.
Yeah.
You can find me online at Big X ATL. You can follow us at Coalition DJs ATL. I just started a new page called XTV ATL. I put up a little bit of everything on that page, so really follow me. And I just got a new radio show on 103 The Beat.
Started 3.7 to be.
That's right.
Congrats.
At Tuesday, 68.
Yeah. So, DJ 68, everybody over there, you know what I'm saying?
And it's media based.
Okay,
yeah, bro.
Can I do one more shout out? Shout out to the Fog Shop, man, in Fort Valley. Me and my partner Speedy on that down in Fort Valley.
Factory.
3 years strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the college students down there.
Facts.
It's a smoke shop / studio / podcast studio. So y'all come support the Fog Shop downtown Fort Valley, man.
And man, before we leave it, I can't leave without thanking our entire coalition team, man. The entire team, man.
Crew?
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for everything y'all do.
State y'all in, man.
You already know you can find me, man. Khujo Goodie, man, on IG. Holla at me on goddamn TikTok. If it's still here, TikTok. Khujo Goodie.
Fan base, man.
Khujo Goodie ATL. Yeah, I fuck with fan base. You feel me? Y'all can holla at me on YouTube too. So you already know what it is. Dirty South.
Hey y'all make sure y'all can follow me everywhere. 216 DJ PAPI everywhere. But make sure you follow the website djpapi.com. 216 djpapi.com. And we out. Peace.
Man, I love this room.
It's showtime. It's showtime. You can get this work. It's showtime. No more lip service. It's time to make it happen. Gun Club.